joined now by our new coach in the first team setup. Welcome to Stratford Town, Keenan Meakin-Richards.
Thank you.
Basha.
Thank you.
It's great to have you on board. You've got fantastic experience, more recently at Hednesford for a couple of seasons after starting with their academy team. And you're good mates with Gav. And tell us what you can do for Stratford.
Yeah, for me, I think it's bringing a structure and an identity over to the club. I think that's really, really important. I think there's some really, really good players here, but having an identity and a clear pathway of how we play, I think, will help us kind of gain more points. So hopefully I can bring that to the club.
So obviously we know about your managerial experience with Hednesford. You love coaching. Tell us about how you got into coaching and your playing career.
Yeah, so I started off with my dad. He had loads of soccer schools in the community, so helping him. And obviously he always said, listen, make sure you got a backup away from football. So obviously when I did my badges up until my UEFA, and then just kind of started my own business, working with beginners to pro footballers, doing one-to-one, small groups. And then got a call from Hednesford Town at the time, obviously needing an academy manager. So I went in there, created a really, really good culture there, won the National League, and then got obviously promoted to the first team. So I was there for two and a half seasons. And then that kind of took me into the senior side of it and coaching and getting that fine balance between the outcome and the process. It's really, really important because it's different to youth football where there's a lot of development in it. And then it's just took me from there. And I'm like I said, at Solihull Morse, working in there with the 18s with Mike Fowler, and that's really, really good. So I'm looking forward to coming across.
You love coaching. You can tell that from the way that you speak.
Yeah,
this is a project here, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
How do you think you can turn it around? You mentioned identity.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to the identity of the club and the culture. I think the big thing is, and I say it everywhere, everyone knew how Hednesford played. Everyone knows how Solihull plays. So we've got to have a team here that, listen, this is how Stratford play. And that has to be, a big message throughout the team. So win, lose or draw, this is obviously our philosophy and our identity. And I'm sure hopefully over the coming weeks and months we'll hopefully get that over to them.
Brilliant. I know you've got to get on and meet the players for the first time in a few minutes time and first training session, but the very, very best of luck and welcome to Stratford.
Thank you, mate.